Hey, what's going on, everybody? I want to do a quick reaction to Game 2 of the Nuggets versus Heat NBA Finals game. The series is tied 1-1. The Heat win by 3, and that was just an amazing basketball game. I really enjoyed it. I felt like there were a lot of ups and downs throughout the game. The Heat started very hot. Denver went on a huge run. Things got close in the third quarter. Heat started crazy hot in the fourth. Denver kind of came back at the end, and then it was just very exciting. Back and forth game. So I'm going to make this a little bit quicker. I say it on a lot of videos, but I actually am on this one. If you're looking at the Heat, I truly believe that every single player that played tonight for the Heat had a good game. You know, it started off with Max Strus, hit 4 threes in the first quarter. Jimmy Butler arguably is the only guy where you could say he didn't have a great game. He didn't play too well, at certain moments, but he still was clutch in the fourth quarter, and I did like a lot that he did with his passing. Duncan Robinson was amazing at the beginning of the fourth quarter. And I agree with Jeff Van Gundy on this. He has been, a little bit more of an effective driver, which has been important for his game. You can go down all the list. Gabe Vincent, absolutely huge. He's going to be an unsung hero tonight. He was huge all night. Bam Adebayo, back-to-back stellar games from Adebayo. Kyle Lowry played well. Even, Tyler Zeller played well. Or Cody Zeller, whatever. I think it's Cody, actually. But regardless, everybody on the team played well for the Heat tonight. And, the Kevin Love adjustment, I think, I just heard this, and I do agree with this. I think, even Cody Martin, or Caleb Martin, not his twin brother, Caleb Martin even, played well in the game when he got his minutes. He hit a big 3 in the second half, just making a contribution like that. Just, boom, just tossing, into the pot and contributing. I feel like everybody played very well. The Kevin Love thing, instead of playing Caleb Martin in the starting lineup, Kevin Love contributed. And I heard, like I was going to continue this point that I was making, it was affecting Aaron Gordon. Last game, Aaron Gordon was able to get off early because he had a guy like Caleb Martin guarding him. But tonight, he had the bigger body on him. They weren't able to just go to Gordon early. So, it kind of messed up their flow in the beginning. And I just really think the Heat played tremendous overall. If they keep shooting like this, they shot like over 50% from 3. If the Heat keep shooting like this, Bam keeps playing as well as he does, and the others they're going to be there. They played tremendous defense tonight as well. I think physicality was huge, and I heard Kyle Lowry say after the game that they wanted to focus on taking away Denver's others. Not so much force Jokic to score and we're going to win. That's a stupid narrative that Mark Jackson, talks about a lot. Make him a scorer. No, but they focused on making it difficult for the other guys to get open shots and create separation when Jokic gets him the ball. Okay, so now let's talk Nuggets. Jokic had 41 points, a 41-point double-double. He was tremendous. A couple turnovers here and there, but that's because Miami was making it very difficult. One thing I will say that Denver, I agree with people that I think they did get a little bit too emotional in the third quarter. So, they let kind of the referee, some of the calls they were not getting or, thought they shouldn't have gotten fouls called against. It let them affect their style of play. But truly, I don't think many of their players played too well. Bruce Brown played okay, but I wasn't super, he wasn't himself on offense. I heard somebody mentioning, how he was playing very well defensively, and I do agree, and I think he played hard, and, he certainly wasn't a liability on the court, but I think he didn't bring his best tonight. Michael Porter Jr. certainly didn't bring his best offensively or defensively. KCP had some big fouls for that, fouled multiple 3-point shots. He didn't do anything offensively. Christian Braun, or Braun, I call him Christian Braun. Christian Braun was really the most effective. Aaron Gordon really didn't have any opportunities to get offensive. He had a nice 3 and a nice catch on an alley-oop from Jokic. But, you go down the list, the Nuggets really did not play that well. And, Murray, he hit a bunch of big shots at the end of the game. But there was definitely a time, from, maybe late in the second quarter to throughout the third and, maybe almost a lot of the fourth quarter as well, where he wasn't even really doing anything. I think he ended with under 20 points. So when you break it down, I think Miami played amazing. And this, if they keep shooting as well as they did tonight, this is replicable. And they've shot very well all postseason. But then if you look at the Nuggets, you could say we really played bad. And we only lost by 3, and we had a pretty good look with Jamal Murray at the end of the game. And that's really my takeaway. Miami played great. Denver, I did not think played very well. And look at the game, So it's going to be difficult on the road. I think this Game 3, obviously every game in the finals is pivotal, but I think this is, potentially going to swing the series. If the Heat win this game, all of a sudden, then I'm nervous. But as of right now, I do still feel pretty good about my Nuggets in 5 pick. I think, like I said, I did predict. I think all the games are going to be close, and game 1 was relatively close, and tonight extremely close. So I anticipate game 3 to be pretty close, but I will pick the Nuggets, and I'll stick with my Nuggets in 5. But if the Heat win game 3, nothing's off the table. 6, 7, Heat, and 6, nothing's off the table. But I'm not going to overreact. I was super, super impressed by the Heat tonight. It was just a complete team performance, and all the credit to them. It was super fun to watch. And on the Nuggets, they're just going to have to bounce back. Now, the Heat others this game, like Duncan Robinson, Strus, all these different guys, they bounced back and had great performances tonight. So now it's on the Nuggets others, like Michael Porter Jr., Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, Aaron Gordon, Bruce Brown to an extent, to bounce back in game 3 on the road. So great game. This series is going to be crazy fun. Even if a team closes it early or whatever, I just expect all these games to be exciting. Both teams are so compelling for so many different reasons, and I find them to be super likable on both sides. So that's my breakdown, and let me know what you thought of the game, because there's a lot of storylines that are going to come out of it. So looking forward to Wednesday night.